bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and straight 9 to 5, living barely getting by. Wait, working 9 to 5 to 5. Yeah. Working 9 to 5.
Clinton Jaws, guys. I don't know why I started out by telling you know who I am, right? There's a website out there called clintonjaws.com. And I was just thinking, I was just listening to a song. I miss the lake. I miss summer. I was told it's right around the corner. I can't wait. I can't wait to be on the boat listening to Dolly Parton 9 to 5. And I'm just kidding. I swear to you, I would never put that song on. But songs, I just miss. You know, can I brag for a second? I never come down. I got lots of good things. Okay, but one really nice thing in my life that I'm really proud of. And it's my boat. My ski boat, not my ski boat. I should show it to you. But who cares? You're going to be like, oh, wow, that's a boat. No. It's a wakeboard boat. And it means everything. And I can't wait to get it out of storage. And that's a thing, right? Every year you just pray. You just pray that it's going to start. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I started the podcast that way, talking about the lake. But I really do miss it. And I don't know. I'm just sitting in the living room by myself because the kids are at school. And I'm just sitting there. I'm listening to the time because we've got one of those clocks that go. And it's just going by. It's just going by on me. And I'm not complaining. I'm not whining. I mean, I got a good life, but I have a lot of people. They say to me, hey, how's retirement? Or retirement must be pretty great, eh? And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's great. It's like fishing, right? The worst day of fishing beats the best day at work. That's what it's like, but I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. And I wasn't going to get into it, but maybe I've lost this argument every time I bring it up. Honestly. Why aren't I in Mexico? Why aren't I on a swoosh air or whatever you call those flare air swoosh? Why aren't I flying down to Mexico right now? Dancing in the nightclubs, pretending to be young. I wouldn't dance in the nightclubs. But I feel like I deserve, because, okay, here's the argument. This is so dumb. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember this argument because I brought it up at parties. I brought it up at my parents' house and they didn't like it that I was talking this way. But I don't mean it to be a mean thing. I don't mean it to say my life sucks. I'll give you an example, okay? We're at Danny Shannon's house and great people. She's married to a guy named James. And we're all sitting around. And I bring up, the fact I don't do anything. Like I'm retired. I sit around and I wait for my family to be on holidays or spring break. And I feel like I'm kind of punished because I retired too early. And I did. But it doesn't matter. I retired. So shouldn't I be able to go to Texas? Let's say one weekend I want to visit Texas. Nobody can come with me because they're working or they're going to school. So why can't I go down? This is their argument. Because you're abandoning your family. I'm like, whoa, really? Is that how you think I'm abandoning them? You can't just take off on them. They need you. Like, really? Do you really believe that? I need to start my cigar if I'm going to finish this. And I said, wasn't I abandoning them when I worked 50 hours a week? More than 50 hours a week. 2 day shifts, 2 night shifts. You didn't see me. You didn't see me on my swing shift because I was drinking with the boys. And you didn't see me during the day. You didn't see me at night. I'd sleep in on my last night shift. You barely see me my first day off. Now, isn't that abandoning? It's a hard word to say. My family, isn't it? What do I do with those 50 hours now? I give it back to my family. They get 100% of me. My family doesn't deserve 100% of me. I don't think it's a good thing that they see me all the time. Yeah, there's positives, but there's also negatives. And then I said to James, you work in Alberta, okay? Something like 2 weeks there, 1 week off. Aren't you abandoning your family? I could see it if we couldn't afford it. But it's ridiculous how much money we get. Okay, how about this? Let's say I'm a billionaire. Do you think billionaires or millionaires, let's just say billionaires, do you think billionaires are sitting around Monday to Friday at home, waiting for the family to get home? So you can sit in the same room and look at them again? And that came out so wrong. That came out so wrong and so bad. But they're not. Of course they're not. They got so much money. They don't know what to do with it. I deserve that money. I worked hard for that money. I got serious. I just feel like, I love comedy, right? Maybe there's a comedy show in Vegas. Maybe there's a comedy show in LA at the Comedy Store. I've never seen the Comedy Store. I always wanted to see the Comedy Store. Do I have to wait 20 years? Until other people retire? Do you know what I mean? I guess I do. And that's just the way it is, I guess. Because if I was to be laying on a beach right now in Mexico, that would be selfish of me. Why isn't it selfish? Why isn't it the other way around, though? Anyways, sorry to bring that up. I'm just listening to the clock ticking. Tickety tick. I'm going to tell you a story that has no ending. I haven't worked out the ending. And that's going to make it probably a really boring story, because at the end I'm going to be like, yeah, what else? If you guys ever have to drive to Port Hardy, I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go to Port Hardy. We went to Port Hardy for the first time in my entire life. I've never been past Campbell River. And we had to go for a hockey tournament, my son's hockey tournament. We get to Campbell River, and all of a sudden the brand new highway turns into a 1-lane old highway. I had no idea the brand new highway stopped at Campbell River. We still got something like 4 hours, 3.5 hours to go. And at first I was like excited, but oh my God, man. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to look at. You're engulfed by trees on the left and right hand side of you. You can't see a mountain. And I'm thinking, how stupid that you would make a highway like that with no scenic view. Cut down the trees. 100 feet on each side at least. Or 1,000 feet. Would that be so bad? And then you got these dumb trees with snow on them, falling on the road, or just leaning over while you drive by. It's not safe. It doesn't look pretty. It looks stupid. Make it look nice. I don't know why I'm so angry. Maybe because I'm sitting here and just waiting for summer. It's right around the corner. And we get to Port Hardy. And they got a nice hotel there. It's called Kiwanis Hotel. Starts with a KW. It's a nice hotel. And we go, we're watching a hockey. Oh, can I just tell you this? This was a good moment. And I know it's boring to you. But my son is playing hockey. And as a dad, it is such a great feeling to see him do a good thing. Okay? They're tied up. It goes into a shootout. Do you know what one of those are? It's a shootout at the end of the game. And my kid, I'm videotaping it. And he basically has to score. Which he does. And that ended up being the goal that they won the game because of that goal. I'm not saying it was all him he's not the reason why they won the game, but it was nice to see the pressure. It was nice to see him come through, and it felt good as a dad to watch it. Yeah. How boring. But I'm standing there, okay? I'm standing there in the arena, and a guy comes up to me. I've never met this guy before. I've never seen this guy before. And he goes, Clint. And I'm like, oh, hey, hi. Yeah, I thought I recognized you in the hotel. I'm staying at the hotel, too. I used to watch your YouTube channel. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I shake his hand. Then I think, what? You used to? What the hell? Is that a compliment? You used to? And then, oh, I got to tell you this. We exchanged numbers. We're going to go for a drink, maybe, because we're staying a couple nights at the hotel room. And I got my contacts in, and we're walking around. We're doing our thing. We're drinking some booze. And Greg, okay, there's a guy named Greg. He's a dad on the team. His son and my son, they're like best friends. They hang out. And Greg is there. And he's messaging me. Greg's messaging me. So Greg messages me, and he goes, let's have a couple of drinks at the bar, lawyer, if you want. I think he meant later. And I said, let's go, now. And Greg goes, I can't yet. In an hour. I said, nope. Now. I'm dying down here because I was sitting with two girls. I said, now. And he goes, I can't right now. Again. And I said, sorry, is this Greg? And he goes, no, it's Bill. And I went, oh, sorry, dude. I thought you were Greg. I'm stuck with two boring chicks. And Greg said he was coming down. And then right then and there, Greg said, where the hell are you? Anyway, so Bill came down, and because he's a retired member too, and we started talking. He might come on the show actually and tell his story because I feel bad. He was getting into a serious story, and we're sitting around a table, and I feel bad about this. I should message him, but I said, dude, I'm sorry, man. I cannot give you my undivided attention to the story that you're about to tell. He was gonna tell me maybe his entire RCMP story. And I'm like, man, I got rye in me. I got wine in me. I just won't do your story any justice. So we didn't talk too serious. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice to sit down with somebody that used to watch my channel. I guess that's the point of my story. I'll meet anybody. I'll have a drink with anybody. And yeah, if you recognize me, come say hi. I'm going to be talking about Vancouver police, but I need to show you something first. Do you remember the video I did? I think it was the last video. I was talking about cream cheese. Yeah, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, I ate some old cream cheese. Can't you look? Can't you look at a date when you go to Walmart? Hardly anything missing. Okay. I left the cream cheese down here by accident. And when I woke up in the morning, my kids, when he has a sleepover, they stay in the podcast room because it's nice. And I look, and this is the cream cheese, okay? It was a full bar of cream cheese. And it's just laying on the floor, empty. And I'm like, I'm like, dudes, did you guys eat the cream cheese? And they're like, no, we didn't. Why would we eat the cream cheese, Dad? We're not going to eat the cream cheese. We're going to think we're just going to sit back and eat a block of cream cheese. And then I realized the cat ate an entire bar of expired cream cheese. Wow, great story. Let's talk about Vancouver for a second. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to say about this, but Vancouver, I'm sorry. It's not funny. I bought a radio just in case the world ends. Everybody, you should buy one of these little radios. Put a battery in it. Vancouver police shoot man twice with less lethal rounds in case of a mistaken identity. Let's take a read. Let's see what, okay. Well, you already know what happened. It's funny, you only really hear one side of it, right? Because when I read the story, I think differently than a lot of other people. It might be wrong. I might not be right. Okay, so whatever I say, it's just my opinion. Calm down. Toronto man says he left. Oh, listen to this. It's a rubber bullet. He was left in excruciating pain after Vancouver police shot him twice with less lethal rounds in case of mistaken identity. How'd that come to be, right? You think the police are just running up to people, shooting them with rubber bullets? But this article wants you to believe that. Maybe they did. I don't think so. I was a police officer for a long time, and that's just not how it works. So it happened on Wednesday. This guy's name's Barnett. He's in downtown Vancouver on Richard Street walking his friend's dog, because that's normal, right? Walking a friend. Who does that? Hey, Fred, can I walk your dog for you? Like, what? It already sounds weird. Okay, he's walking his friend's dog. He's got a written complaint. He was surrounded by officers. They accused him of being a man wanted on a Canada-wide warrant before he could explain. Right. He was not the man. Police shot him twice. They just shot him. Hey, you're under arrest for a Canada-wide warrant. Boom, boom. They shot him in the stomach and in the bum at point-blank range. His complaint describes the rounds as beanbags. Police referred to them as rubber bullets. And what do you have to say about this? I feel like I've been hit by a truck and have mobility issues due to injuries. Okay, yeah. I'm traumatized. From the whole experience. I'm terrified to go outside alone. Oh man, he's going to get some money for that. Police confirmed the story. He wants the officers to be suspended, and he doesn't want them to carry weapons anymore. Barnett said he was in town visiting friends and family. He was staying at the Yale Town apartment not far from where the incident took place. He said, I had no time to explain who he was. Police accused him of covering up his tattoos to avoid being identified as the other man. Barnett said they wouldn't explain who they were actually looking for. He was made to get on the ground with a police dog in his face. Barnett told the officer that he was gay and they were abusing him. Really? Is that not the weirdest thing? This whole story is weird and lacks so much information. First of all, police, I guarantee you, police didn't run up to him and throw 2 bullets into his body. When police do that, when this happened, let me keep on reading. What a dumb, how's it? I'm gay. You're abusing me. The officers taunted him, stating, you think that being gay makes you different from anybody else? That's taunting? That's a pretty good comment. They did it because I was gay. I'm a homosexual. Don't pepper spray me. Okay, the police officers had reliable information about a man wanted across the country for home invasions and doing really bad things. The suspect was considered armed and dangerous, possibly carrying a gun. Shows up. Shortly after arrest, there was a mistaken of identity. That's what the police said. So they released him and gave him back his meth. I'm kidding about the meth part. And they apologized to him. They ended up catching the real bad guy. Here's the thing. It didn't go down that way. You know how it goes down? This is how it always goes down. Resisting arrest. Every time. Every time. And I'm just going to come out. It's 99% possible that the Vancouver police were completely justified. They're going to do an investigation. But I'm pretty confident that it's going to come back that they were completely justified in this. And I got to tell you why. What do you want police to do? They get reliable information that this guy is walking down the street. Somebody tells them that. So they get the information that this guy has a warrant. What do you want the police to do? Do you want them to go, that's not enough information, we're not going to check it out? No, you want them to hunt, okay? You want them to be hunters, to protect you, to protect your community. And there's nothing wrong with going up to somebody and asking them who they are. And I guarantee you that's exactly what they did. And then they're completely justified in stopping somebody and confirming their identity. And then what happens, right? It goes sideways because they go sideways. In most cases, like this, can't you just listen to the police? Can't you just work with the police? And I don't know why the police haven't come out and said he was resistant or combative or anything like that. There's a lot of information missing. I don't know why they won't talk about that. But my gut tells me, oh my God. And really, come on, man. Really? Really? Who is this guy? Who does this? Who sends a picture to the news? It's no wonder. Really? You can't do that up? You know this picture is going to the news. You can't do that up or suck in the gut? Yeah, you got a bruise. Okay. You got a bruise? Tell me. Can anybody make that out, what that says on his knuckles? They react to his behavior. That's what they're doing. They have all the grounds in the world to stop you. And if you run away, they have all the grounds to arrest you. Now, if you resist that, now they're reacting to your behavior. Now we got something different. That's probably why he got the 2 rubber bullets, because he resisted. He just didn't run up to him shooting at him, I don't think. And if he really did resist, he doesn't deserve a penny. Not a penny. Because the police were justified. But he will get a penny. That's how sideways this world is. If the police stop my kid and he becomes combative or resistant, I'm going to kick him in the ass. The police are justified to do basically anything they want to him. Not kill him, but they're allowed to use some less lethal force on him. Let's take some calls. I had a buddy of mine, I forget his name. I think it's Ashley. What he says to me?
I haven't seen any videos lately. Where are all your videos?
And I'm like, I don't know. He goes, well, I really enjoy them. And, except when you get to the phone part. When you start answering calls, that's a little... Really? And yet, you know what else? Okay. I think I'm putting a video of me dancing on my boat, but I don't know for sure. For sure. And I was looking at the video. I need to get in better shape. I got 4 months to get into summer 2019 shape. In 2019. I mean, I wanted to walk around nude. That's how good I looked. And I don't know why I shared that with you. Let's see what this guy has to say. It's just disappointing. It's disappointing to see your body like that.
Hey, Clinton.
Hi.
How are you doing? I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Actually, my name is Clint. I'm applying for RCMP 2 weeks ago. I'm on stage 2 right now.
Oh, good.
I just have a couple of questions. What the chances if I'm getting in?
What are your chances? 0. I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna summarize it for you. What I do have for application and everything. Basically, I'm doing volunteer before, but right now,
You know, I don't know if I could play this. I think it's my message system. It just doesn't come across clearly. I think it's on my side.
I cannot do much volunteer.
You can't do much volunteer.
I-
Why would you want to do volunteer work? Really? I don't think there's anybody out there. I don't think there's any recruiter. You don't volunteer? I really don't. I really don't believe that. I don't believe volunteer is a big deal. I shouldn't say that. I guess it's got to count somewhere. How would volunteer work help you become a police officer? Okay, it doesn't help you. That doesn't help you with the exam. Doesn't help you with your background check. Help you with your interview? Maybe a tick. Wow, you got 1 point for volunteering. Volunteering. Can't think of anything worse. Volunteering your time. You know what I mean? I volunteer. Yuck.
I only have like 70 hours of volunteer with us. But
70 hours of volunteer work is enough. I think I might have to just cut this one off here just because I can't understand you. I'm sorry.
I applied in OPD as well and Schwab Police, but I didn't hear application process, the things that I told you, and I appreciate it, and Clinton, appreciate it.
Thanks, dude. I think I edited a lot of that out just because I can't hear you. And to answer your question, you said what are your chances are. I heard everything that you said, okay? Your chances are really good. I don't think you're going to have any problems. You're going to become a cop. Unless you got some kind of weird fetish.
Hey, Clint, I appreciate your videos. I'm actually headed to Depot here pretty soon this month. I'll be wearing green, so I'll let you do your detective skills on that one there.
You're going on St. Patrick's Day.
But just had a question regarding the schedule of the weeks, how it would likely go.
Busy.
Specifically, when does the, police defense tactics, ground fighting and boxing and that sort of thing start typically?
Right away. Right away.
I understand RCMP is there for 26 weeks. I've been told I'll be there for 12 weeks. So any insight would really be helpful. Thanks a lot, and have a great rest of your day. Happy New Year.
Word up. You know, that might have been an old message. It starts right away. PDT starts right away, guys. Ground fighting and everything. Rings, where you have to fight another guy in your troop, that starts three quarters into Depot.
Hi, sir. I really like your show.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to ask if a degree would help me to get in to the RCMP.
No. Thanks for your call, man. I want you to listen to this one, and then the next caller is going to answer his question, I think.
Hey, Clint. It's Greg from Nova Scotia.
Hey, Tits.
Just
I think he's called before. Maybe not.
watched your episode 112.
You know, when they call twice, I call them Tits. And it's so stupid. That's so dumb. Why am I laughing? You know I shouldn't say this because nobody wants to hear about a dream. But I woke up last week. I had a dream, okay? And in my dream, I was waking up and I had fake tits. I don't know what the hell that means. But I swear to God. And then I started doing this, touching them a little bit, and I was totally fine. Like, oh, look at these. I got these. Oh yeah, right, I got these. Like it didn't even seem weird to me. And when I started touching them a little bit, I'm like, why don't I do this more often? And then it turned into a nightmare because the right one exploded. Stupid. And I think it was because I know my mom and dad watched this, but I think it was because I accidentally watched there was a 27-minute porno. I came across one accidentally. I only watched it for like a minute and a half. And then at the end of it, I felt terrible about myself. Anyways.
Over there, and some people calling in about education and different courses to take. I could have went the university route. I didn't take the university route. I took college route. I did take like police foundations and advanced law enforcement, but it wasn't so much the police skills that really helped me. I do agree with you in the fact that any of the writing classes, any of the English type classes.
Okay, my thing is, people always ask, do you think schooling is important? And I say, no, I don't. Even though I took it, I got a diploma in criminology. I don't think it really helped me to become a cop. Maybe it helps others. It didn't really help me. I don't think it did. The English course did. It helped me write an essay because that's all you're going to do is write. So that was important. You know what else it was? You know why I think college is so important? To get out of the house, to move out of your town, and to hang out with your buddies. All your buddies they're ambitious. They have motivation. And then that grows on you. You want to surround yourself with those type of people. College was unbelievable. Not going to class and learning. It was the other stuff. That's why you should go to college.
Those helped a lot. My current job, I am in law enforcement, but I'm a ranked member, so I do have to respond to some political emails and letters and stuff, and that all helps me articulate. Even doing class presentations, showing up on time, psychology, fitness, it all really helped. There was even a work placement with my course too, and
there you go.
Most of my peers went and did placements with other police agencies. I chose some other avenues of law enforcement just to see. It seems like I had a better opportunity than them.
Because of his schooling, it gave him a better opportunity.
When they were with the police department, this was in Ontario. When they were with the police department, they wouldn't really do too much. Wouldn't allow them to do too much, but when I was with other agencies, they pretty much let me to do whatever, so really helped me a lot. Anyway, just thought I'd put my 2 cents in regarding that. All right, take it easy. Bye.
Thanks for calling, dude, and I love that you're a cop and that you called because most cops are too scared to call. Most cops are too scared to subscribe to my channel, which is too bad. And I really screwed this up because I meant to play this one first and then his. You know what, guys? I'm not going to play the other one just because I screwed up a bit. It was just the call. They were asking how important college is. And I think that last caller just answered your question. So you got my view and you got his view. Very beneficial, according to him. Let's play one more.
Hey, Clinton. It's Patrick. I used to be a RCMP officer out east. I got lots of stories from that. I was thinking of maybe sending you an email based on some experiences I had. I was ex-military when I joined and back in the military. And coincidentally, I also had a friend who was military when RCMP went back military. And I could probably tell you some cultural differences I found between RCMP and military, which might be of interest to you and your listeners. I just want to say thanks a lot for sharing your side of the story. It's funny because I went through what I went through, and I had a lot of trials and tribulations, I think, out east. And hearing what you say about your experiences is funny how similar a lot of people who go in the RCMP, how they find it. Even because I was out east, you're out west, and the stories you have reminded me of my bosses and what I went through, and even how I quit. So if you want to call me, 902-691, or I'm not sure if I can send you an email by your website. I might do that. All right, thanks, Clinton. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, dude. And thanks for watching. Thanks for calling. Let's call it a day. Not my best stuff. I think I'm going to do another one tomorrow. Or maybe tonight. No. Is it Tuesday? What day is it today? Maybe tomorrow. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
What's that?